Ladies and gentlemen, here at the beautiful Fontainebleau, Las Vegas, Nevada, and to all of you watching around the world, welcome to the open workouts in advance of the biggest fight of 2025, Canelo v. Crawford, live on Netflix, Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. I want to face all of you beautiful people. My cameras are this way, so I apologize for my back. Thank you all for coming out. How many of you have made the trip here to see one Saul Canelo Alvarez? And any love out there for the Nebraskan, the American Terrence Bud Crawford? We have got a massive fight card for you Saturday night, live on Netflix, presented by Riyadh Season. We have 6 main card athletes working out for you today. Scheduled to join us here in the boxing ring, Travis Crawford, Mohamad Lester Martinez, Christian Mbilli, Fernando Vargas Jr., and Callum Walsh. We want to lift these athletes up. As many of you know, they got a weight cut on the other side of this, the press conference coming up. So we really want to hear it for all of these athletes as they come out. And everything is building to Saturday night. Who's got tickets? Who has tickets? Who's going to be there? All right, and now I got to hear from those people who as yet do not have a ticket to Allegiant Stadium Saturday night. All right, so we got some stragglers out here. Maybe you'll be with us in the building. All right, we are ready to go with our first athlete of the night. Kicking off our main card live on Netflix. This fighter represents Corpus Christi, Texas, the Ferocious Boxing Gym in San Antonio, and he will be fighting Mo Alakel live on Netflix Saturday night. Please welcome Kid Corpus, Travis Crawford. How about a hand for Travis Crawford? All right, Kid Corpus. We're here a couple days out. I'm gonna have you face the cameras here. Travis Crawford, couple days out. Sorry, coach. From the biggest fight of your life. How we feeling? Nerves, emotions, how we feeling?
I want to thank God, first and foremost, for putting me in this opportunity. Without him, I wouldn't be here. But I feel excited. I'm ready.
I know you wanted this fight against Mo Alakel in the worst way. It came around for you. Why do you like this matchup, and what are you going to do to spring the upset?
He can't box. I'm going to outbox him all night.
And just to your fellow Americans in attendance here, if you don't know, this man is going to enter U.S. Army basic training on September 30th. So any words for your fellow Americans here who will be supporting you here Saturday night?
Thank you all for coming out. Thank you all for showing love. And I hope to pick up the win for our country Saturday night.
Can't wait to watch you perform under the lights. There he is, Kid Corpus, Travis Crawford. We'll let you guys know when our next athlete is ready to make the walk. Huh?
Champ, about a dozen years ago, there were a lot of fighters in and around your weight class making a lot of noise. And you told me then that that's not your style. You're just gonna do your job. Did you think at that time that doing your job quietly would get you to this place, to the biggest fight in boxing?
Of course. You know, like I always said, as long as I keep winning, I'm gonna be where I need to be.
There was one fight along the way, though, where you went the distance. Since then, you knocked everybody out. Was that on your mind? Doing your job, but doing it in a way where the fans demand to see you?
Like I always say, I never go in the ring looking for a knockout. If it comes, it comes. And, you know, at 147, it came a lot.
Uppercut lands. Crawford on the attack. That's it. It's over. It's over.
The inside of my soul, when I get somebody hurt, tells me it's showtime.
Tells you it's showtime, or is there something in you that wants to hurt him?
It's showtime. You gotta go get him out of there.
When Canelo goes at you about your resume, do you feel a certain kind of way about that? Because he was the money man, he could attract the big fights, but you had to go looking for them and they weren't always there?
I don't feel anything about it. Nobody said anything about my resume until I moved up in weight. That's when that narrative came. Or he's not fighting nobody, to where people started to believe the hype, or he haven't fought nobody. Okay, so look at the fighters that I fought when I fought them. You know, was they nobodies or was they somebodies?
Interested to engage right now. Now he waits. Gets nailed again. He drops him on his nose. And Kenny Baylor doesn't bother to count. He's knocked out. Terrence Crawford knocks him out in the 5th round after winning every single round of the fight. Crawford is another guy you're going to see a lot more of.
A couple of years ago, you said, Canelo, that's super middle. That's too much for, like, it's too big. What has changed your mind between then and now you're fighting him?
I just, you know, took a hard look at him. You know, I sized him up in and out the ring, and I just think, you know, my skills is going to lead me to a victory. He come from, what, 147? Mm-hmm. You know, he's not a big guy. You know, he's been fighting bigger guys his whole career. So if he can do it, why can't I? That's how I look at it and see it.
And the counter, right hook, the left, the right, Errol Spence on inline skates, and the referee has intervened. Mamma mia! Terrence Bud Crawford has made history.
This is going to be easily the most watched championship boxing match in almost 50 years since Ali fought Spinks, because this is on Netflix. Do you feel any responsibility that when all the attention is on boxing, you've got to deliver?
I'm gonna give him a victory. Like I said, everybody got their opinion. They're entitled to say and think whatever they want. I don't want to change anybody's opinion on anything until fight night.
Right here in the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. Once in a lifetime indeed. Canelo versus Crawford. Presented by Riyadh Season, live on Netflix Saturday night. Hopefully most of you here in Vegas will be with us at Allegiant Stadium. If not, you can watch us live on Netflix. Canelo Alvarez putting it undisputed and Ring Magazine super middleweight titles on the line against the undefeated Terrence Bud Crawford. Still scheduled to work out in front of you today, Mighty Mo Alakel, Lester Martinez, Christian Mbilli, Fernando Vargas Jr., and Callum Walsh. Will keep you posted when the next athlete arrives. We appreciate your patience.
Boxing history favors the bigger man, the younger one, the so-called A-side. Terrence Crawford is none of those things. In fact, by fight night, he'll be a couple weeks removed from his 38th birthday, 5 weight classes heavier than he was for his first title.
Omaha's first born and raised world champion.
And still looking for the respect that eluded him as the first undisputed 2-division champion in boxing's 4-belt era.
Crawford cranked him again.
He's right where he wants to be right now. He's always dreamed about being a world champion and being pound for pound one of the best.
Still, it was Crawford who asked for this fight.
I've been preparing my whole life for this moment. Ain't no holding me back.
Crawford who pushed for it. Crawford who wouldn't say no.
Crawford coming in. Lundy trying to fire back. That's it.
And if conventional wisdom doesn't apply here, it's because there's never been a fighter quite like him, so ripe with contradictions.
He is the best U.S.-born and raised talent.
Omaha, Nebraska might not be much of a fight town, but here's its first ballot Hall of Famer.
Few things in sports are better than a homegrown world champion carrying the pride of his people.
And in a sport where so many are extensions of their fathers, Crawford's a mama's boy.
Mamma mia!
Just as he switches from orthodox to southpaw,
Beautiful Crawford!
so does he move from cruel
In terms of boxing ability, why, he's got it all.
to kind. From beneficent patriarch, pillar of the community,
He was brought up in the tough streets of Omaha.
Guy who was born with an inner fire.
to merciless predator.
The left, the right. Errol Spence on inline skates. And the referee has intervened.
A mean streak with tactical brilliance.
What a huge right hand.
The weight, the age. Bud Crawford doesn't care.
Very technical fighter, good skills. He's got speed and movement.
He's less driven to make boxing history
Crawford gets him.
than defy it.
It's all over. Terrence Crawford, you are a superstar.
If the first thing you noticed was the hair, you weren't alone. A sign of his singularity. Mexican fighters comprise a long and glorious history. But across decades that span millennia, this Mexican fighter has done something his predecessors couldn't imagine.
First Mexican fighter to win titles above welterweight.
Not merely a pro at 15 or a champ at 20, but for almost a decade now, Canelo Alvarez has been boxing's leading man. Not to mention its undisputed box office king.
Canelo Alvarez, the biggest star in boxing.
While the game itself depends on Mexican fighters, this is the fighter on whom Mexico depends. Cinco de Mayo, that's his day. Mexican Independence Day, that too belongs to Canelo. The kid from Guadalajara didn't just go mainstream. he went global. A vicious puncher, classically trained, with titles in 4 divisions. And even in rare defeat, consumed with making history.
First and only boxer to hold all 4 major titles in the super middleweight division at the same time.
What Canelo did at 168 pounds remains without precedent.
Canelo has accomplished so much. He's already forced his way into the all-time greatest Mexican conversation.
Still, his reputation itself has come under question. Not the biggest man Canelo's ever faced, but the biggest threat to his legacy. While each fight changes the boxer, this fight could change boxing history.
And he is still at the top of his game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here in Las Vegas, ready to welcome our next fighter to the ring. This man is 29-0 with 24 career knockouts. He was handpicked for this undercard by His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh himself, representing his native Cameroon and Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Please welcome Christian Mbilli. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a hand for the Cameroonian Christian Mbilli? Tremendous to watch you work out today, sir. We're going to face you to the cameras over here. Christian Mbilli, congratulations. Your Las Vegas debut here on Saturday night. How excited are you to compete here in front of these fans in Las Vegas?
Thank you very much. I'm very excited to be in Vegas today, and I can't wait to be in the ring.
A lot of people think this fight against Lester Martinez could be a fight of the year. What type of fight are you expecting Saturday night?
It will be an incredible fight.
And if you win, what's next?
I hope the winner of the final.
My man, thanks for putting on a show today. Ladies and gentlemen, once more, Christian Mbilli.
Christian, over here. Ready to send him up?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will now bring out our next fighter. He will be kicking off the main card live on Netflix. He is an undefeated 21-year-old phenom out of Riyadh, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. This will be his first fight out of the kingdom. Please welcome mighty Mohamad Alakel. Ladies and gentlemen, Mighty Mo is in the building. Mohamad Alakel, welcome to Las Vegas. I know it's been a wild fight week, but you're taking it all in stride. How you feeling now, just a few days out?
You know, I've been working really hard, and I just can't wait to show the people what I've been working on.
What are your thoughts on Travis? I know he was not your initial opponent, but what type of challenge are you expecting Saturday night?
You know, I just focus on myself and what I'm going to do, and you're going to see a very good performance.
I know we talked to you in the fighter meeting about pressure. A lot of eyeballs on you Saturday night on Netflix. Are you trying to just put it in the proper compartment? What are your expectations for the walkout and then the show come Saturday night?
No pressure, excited to do, you know, what I've been working on since I was a little kid. And, you know, I've been dreaming of these moments, and it's finally coming to life. And, yeah, excited.
You seem mature and ready, my man. Thanks for coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, there he is, Mighty Mo, Mohamad Alakel. All right, ready to bring out our next athlete. Do we have any Guatemalans in the building? Well, Guatemala is on the map in boxing, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome a fighter who is undefeated, 19-0 with 16 knockouts right now. Undeniably, his nation's best hope for boxing glory, Lester Martinez. Mr. Martinez, ladies and gentlemen. Take your time. All right, folks, we're here with Guatemala's own Lester Martinez, congratulations on getting a spot on this historic card. How you feeling now, just a couple days out?
Primero todo, felicidades por estar en esta tremenda cartelera, este tremendo evento. ¿Cómo te sientes ahora que faltan pocos días?
No, me siento muy emocionado. Ya estamos más cerca que nunca y esta es mi oportunidad. 13 de septiembre, Lester Martinez se lleva el título para Guatemala.
Very excited, readier than ever. I'll tell you what, this is my opportunity. On September 13th, Lester Martinez is taking it all.
What do you think is going to be going on in the streets of Guatemala if you are the first to beat Christian Mbilli here Saturday night?
¿Qué crees que va a pasar en las calles de Guatemala si eres el primero a ganar a Christian?
Voy a ser el primero y toda la gente se lo va a celebrar más que yo y espero que así sea.
I'm going to be the first one, and yes, I'm going to be celebrating, and people will be celebrating more than me, and it's going to be great.
Can't wait to watch you perform. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Lester Martinez. All right, next here in Las Vegas, we welcome out a fighter many of you fans have come to see. He is one half of the co-main event live on Netflix. His athleticism as undeniable as his great boxing bloodlines. Please welcome the undefeated Fernando Vargas Jr.
off. Ain't with my type activity, don't you get involved. Hey, how many should I see? It's in them all. Take a risk, take a trip. No, I'm tripping for my dog. Deal with a couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. They young, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. They black out, they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate them. That's how you know them. And they both, I hate them. I hate them. And they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Feel like he entitled, cause he really is a kid. My brain off and she don't see it how I see it. Big mouth, but he left big ideas in him. That is how I feel. Nothing but my children. One shot, they disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag, we get it done like it was passed in a truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone pit like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from the show. Trying to show the boats before they home from the road. I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, only cosmetics. How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the plyometric. Ran up by the Lux, mess up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. You can diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette, the LA yelling. Take it back, but somebody gotta do it.
Let's hear it for Fernando Vargas Jr. Chef, can I grab a minute with you? Yeah. All right, Las Vegas, this is your guy fighting out. Fernando Vargas Jr. A lot of these people came out to see you today. What a moment for the whole Vargas family. How we feeling just a few days out?
No, definitely. I'm ready to go. You know, we did enough promo for the fight. The body knows it's ready to go. And I got my beautiful family next to me, baby.
Appreciate you coming out and giving your all for these fans today. Any final message for all the Fernando Vargas Jr. fans around the world?
We just love our Mexican fans. We know that they're coming strong. Saturday, le doy gracias a toda la raza. Muchísimas gracias por el apoyo. And we're going to show you that it's not just a last name and the new.
Look forward to watching you perform. Thank you so much. There he is, folks. Fernando Vargas Jr. I got to watch for my cues. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our final athlete set to work out for you today is the other half of the co-main event, a man who is absolutely vaulting up the rankings, 14-0 with 11 knockouts, fighting out of Cork, Ireland, and repping the Wild Card Boxing Club. He is King Callum Walsh.
Special happen every time. I'm the greatest. Something like I lead in this prime. I walk the block with the bundles. I've been out on the humble. Swinging out when I rumble. Show you. Got a timid. Go ahead. Use your head. Turn your back on me. I walk around on my waist. Chip on my shoulder top. This beef ain't no many men. Many men. Wish death upon me, Lord. I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me, have mercy on my soul. Somewhere my heart turned cold. Have mercy on many men, many men.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here with Callum Walsh, the king, in advance of the biggest fight of his career. I know you're excited for the words to give way to the action, but any final thoughts for the fans as we get ready to see you and Fernando Vargas Jr. go toe-to-toe?
Yeah, you know, I'm looking forward to this fight. There's a lot of Mexican fans here, and I know they're going to be happy. You know, the Irish love the fight, the Mexicans love the fight, and we're going to put on a show. The Irish fans are not here yet, so I got a bit of a mixed crowd, but, you know, it's all right. I'll be there Thursday. The Irish fans will be there. I mean, the Irish fans will be here tomorrow, and they'll be there Saturday for the fight. We're going to put on a good show for everybody.
We know they will be heard from. The flags will be flying. Thank you very much, my man. We'll see you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, King Callum Walsh. All right, Las Vegas, Nevada, thank you all for coming out. Don't forget, it all goes down Saturday night live on Netflix, presented by Riyadh Season, Canelo v. Crawford.